to be here.
Nice.
Awesome. This is interesting. So we don't often get too many boxers from Costa Rica that we know of like that. Of course, we know of Hannah Bandera. Then there's Yoka Val, who
Yuka
Right,
Vaya.
she's fighting out of
Yeah,
Mexico, but she's
right.
Costa Rican as well. So hey, they're kind of the two
yeah.
top dogs that we know of there for sure. We're getting introduced to yourself, Sebastian. So tell me, what is that boxing scene in general like in Costa Rica?
Right. So actually, we are making our way up over here. We got interim world champion right now, David Jimenez
Mm,
Medallita. He just won a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago, and he's a beast. He's very very good.
Is
We
that the
also have
one that beat Scrappy, right?
yeah.
oh
Sebastian.
yeah,
He's
That's
with
the one that beat Scrappy. Yeah.
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 So he's Costa Rica. Wow,
Yes.
he beat Scrappy Ramirez. Yeah.
Right. He was
Yeah.
an underdog in that fight, and he showed what he was all about over here in Costa Rica boxing. So, yeah, that's what we're coming with. It's we are always the underdogs on the fights over here, but we always make our way up, and that's what I came here to do.
Man, so a lot of us are really unfamiliar with Costa Rica, aside from knowing that it's one of the Caribbean islands. Could you maybe tell me like what sort of environment is there that would actually be conducive for fighters to emerge from the island?
Right. So over here we got everything. Where I live, it's kind of the mountainside in San Jose area. So whenever I'm running, I get a lot of places to go, so I can get the best out of my training. I also got the beach side like less than an hour away from here, so we can get the best out of like everything from the country. But it's generally pretty hot over here, so you get used to the heat and training in very very harsh conditions sometimes.
Okay.
Mm. Oh, that's interesting right there. One of the things I've always wanted to do is go zip lining in Costa Rica because I
Right,
know it's because of the terrain there, very mountainous or whatnot.
right. Yeah, where I live over here, it's like um, I would say like 40 to 45 minutes away from like the center of San Jose. So it's pretty much on the mountainside, but it is still on the like center of the country. So yeah, that's why I came over here, and because I also have a lot of dogs, so I need to get a big backyard for them and for me as well.
Nice. What
Okay.
kind of dogs?
I got five pit bulls, well, four pit bulls and a bulldog.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
they the Costa Rica DMX.
right, right,
That's my man's I know.
right.
Right.
Okay.
No, that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up for sure.
I got to
Yeah.
talk to you yesterday, break the ice with Sebastian. Can you tell everybody how your journey started? I know you told me you started boxing when you were 8. Who
Right.
got you into boxing?
Actually, over here in Costa Rica, when I started boxing, I was somewhere around 7 years old, and it was just out of curiosity and something I don't know. It just called me, and ever since I started training, uh, the trainee that I had at the moment, he was like, he's definitely got it. He needs to keep on coming here, keep on training. So my dad was always kind of against it, so he just wanted me to train, not to compete, but he was like just letting give it a try. So I had my first amateur fight when I was 8 years old. Then from then
Mm.
on, it was nonstop up until I was like 13. Then I started training different things like MMA, jiu-jitsu, other things, Muay Thai and stuff. So I kind of went out of the way with boxing, but I was always best at boxing per se, right? So I always came back to training. I always came back to competing. And then eventually the opportunity for me to make my pro debut came, and I just took it. And that's where we're at now, like 2 years apart from my pro debut. And yeah, I had a little bit of a layoff, but that's why I'm right now making my way up again, because I was out for a bit. So yeah.
All right. How many amateur fights did you have, if you recall?
Right. So I had a total of 13 amateur fights.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
right.
Good to go. Good to go.
Right.
Working your
Over here
way
in
up.
Costa Rica, usually people get to have somewhere around 20 something before they make their pro debut. But since I had such a layoff of a lot of years because I was training other things and competing other things as well, I made my pro debut a little bit earlier. So yeah, it was it's been good so far.
Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting, and I know David Jimenez. I didn't know he was Costa Rican, so that makes it even more
Right.
interesting just thinking about it from that standpoint. But I was gonna mention in terms of just the overall environment there for boxing in Costa Rica, is it kind of like a fight island in terms of do you have a lot of people that have interest in the sport that show up to these events and different things of that nature?
Right. So actually over here, it's really like we don't live like on the island side. Like we live. He lives in Cartago, which is like a little bit on the northern side, and where he lives, it's like pretty mountain like, and where I live is like the total opposite. So yeah, we get a pretty good environment for our training and a lot of good conditions for us to take advantage of. But yeah, it's pretty similar all over the country on how we train in the general weather conditions and things that we get used to.
Cool. Hey, I had forgot about the chat there. Shout out to the chat, those in attendance there dropped in. We got Josh Taylor in the mix here. Salute that to you, Josh. We got Al Rahim, Pro Se Boxing. I know there's a connection there for sure. We got Jesus M. Salute that to you, Jesus. Luis says Grande Sebas. Luis, we appreciate you. We got Alec or Angel Diaz in there. What's going on, Jose? We appreciate you. We got Rodolfo Rivera Jr. in the building as well. Hey, I'm just now checking these out, seeing all of y'all. We appreciate you. We're here with Sebastián Berrocal, Omar Fonseca, and Omar was in Costa Rica. Okay. Yeah. That's what's up. Then Maritza. Salute that to Maritza. Hey, and we're just joined by
my
Tim
mom
Witherspoon Jr.
Hey, what's up, guys?
The world champion right there, Tim Witherspoon Jr. So Tim Witherspoon Jr., his father, Tim Witherspoon, was a world champion in the heavyweight division. And hey, he's on here holding down the rank. Two-time world champion, that is the case, Two-time.
Larry Holmes.
Hey, some of the best that are out there, So he carried over that trait. You might see Tim in there doing his thing here very soon. You never know.
I don't know. But I'm sorry I came in late. I got sidetracked a little bit. I'm here at the lake, obviously, again. What are we talking about, guys? What happened? What did I miss?
We got a cruiserweight. He's making his American debut on August 9th. So it's going down. This is his first time fighting in the States. He's from Costa Rica. He's a number one cruiserweight from out there. And we're bringing him on because this fight week, August 9th, he'll be fighting out there at, what's the name of the promotion? So I don't mess it up.
Bourbon Barbecue Boxing.
Bourbon Barbecue.
I sent you the fight poster, Josh. I don't know if you can pull it up for the people. Here, let me look at it real quick.
Where'd you send it, Walker?
Huh? I sent it to your WhatsApp. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So listen, man. How? I mean, so you're on fight week, and like, how are you feeling weight wise? I would imagine that you're able to eat, anything you want on the island because the food's so good, right?
Right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The last couple of fights, I was underweight, so I had to make my way up a little bit because I was fighting at heavyweight. So now that I'm fighting back at 185, I'm feeling very good. I had a very clean weight cut, so I'm really eating light, really eating healthy, but not really restrained at all. I used to fight at 168. So yeah, weight cuts used to be pretty heavy. So it's been very, very good this time. Like it's been very smooth. I'm drinking coffee and everything right now. Like on the other weight cuts, by this time I will be already cutting as much water as I could.
Okay. Yeah, man. Can't believe we meditated.
Hey, y'all gotta watch out. Tim out there with Swamp Thing. That mother gonna come up out the earth a little bit.
Hey, how tall are you, Sebastian?
I'm sorry.
How tall are you?
6'2".
Okay. Oh yeah. So you cut to 168. Woo.
Right. When I did 164 in Panama. I was supposed to do 168, but for some reason I was cutting a little bit more because I don't know. I was missing on the weight over here with the scale that I had and everything. So when I had my weight cut and I got to Panama, I weighed in at 164, and I was like, no reason for me to cut this far, but yeah, I had a very difficult weight cut that time.
Oh yeah, no, understand right there. Yeah, I'd imagine that there's a lot that goes into that from all indications, and some of that's been documented, just in the combat sports world. But I know that can be a factor. So you feel comfortable at 200, so cruiserweight 200-pound limit right there. That's more your range right there. Did you ever fight at light heavyweight or consider that?
So it was first a fight at heavyweight, then a fight at cruiserweight, and now this time I am fighting at 185. So it's like a one-time thing, but I'm generally going to be fighting at 205, which is the cruiserweight division.
Oh, you know what? I do see that. So you were 253?
No, not 253. On the previous fight, I was 203.
Okay, you were 203. Okay. That's the opponent. The opponent. So there was
my opponent was 257, and
crazy.
Yeah, 54. That was a little bit of a weight difference, and that was the first time me fighting 6 rounds, and we went 6 rounds, and it was a pretty clean fight. I was able to develop pretty cleanly, so yeah, it was pretty good. But I noticed the weight difference. He was a pretty heavy hitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean 50 pounds.
You feel the extra weight on the
Right. He's got a pretty solid right hand, and I felt it like a couple of times on the fight, and yeah.
But you had that speed advantage though, big time. I bet.
Right.
I bet you were moving around his ass. Yeah.
Right. That was definitely a good thing for me, but yeah, I noticed it on the first round when he was on full stamina. He landed a couple of punches that I was like, well, this is about to be a long fight if I don't make it right. So yeah, I started making the right decisions, and I ended up like with a very clean fight. No punches on the face or anything like that. And like he landed a couple of times, but of course he's gonna land on a 6 rounder. So yeah, aside from that, it was pretty clean. I was able to fight pretty well. So yeah. That's where I stand at on my last fight.
For people who don't know you, like, could you maybe describe what sort of fighting style you have?
Right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I started training boxing, and then I started training other things, my boxing style sort of changed. So I'm sort of an orthodox per se kind of boxer, but yeah, it's sometimes I kind of play. I like to play a lot with my waist and move a lot, like try to dodge punches and stuff, but I think I'm still developing. I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to develop, and I think my boxing style eventually is going to be at its top level, but I still got a long way for me to learn and get to know a lot more people that can help me develop in boxing. So that's where I'm trying to get at.
Awesome. Hey, so in that regard, in terms of the team that you're working with, are you still with the team that worked with you when you were amateur, or has it switched up here as a pro?
No, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was an amateur, I was with the National Costa Rican Boxing League. Okay. But they're pretty much still the same people, still the same trainers, same promoters, same managers, same people working with the amateur team. But with the professional teams over here, I made my pro debut with boxing promotion. But then on the second fight, I decided to cut laces with this company. So I started working like on the side on my own and started looking for fights on my own and working with my team on my own. I changed trainers, I changed staff per se, so things started going smoother and way better when I started making those changes and making decisions by my own, not by the team that I was with at the time. So yeah, that's a little bit of how it's been.
Okay.
Growing up, did you have any kind of favorite fighters that you looked up to? Any kind of certain styles that you like in boxing?
Right, yeah. Roy Jones Jr. is for me one of my top inspirations in boxing. Of course, Mike Tyson is always going to be an inspiration for me, and I think for a lot of people as well. And one of my elite fighters of all times is going to be Crawford. So yeah, those are like my top three. And I actually, it's kind of funny because a friend of mine, he's an artist. So when I opened my gym over here in Costa Rica, he asked me for my top three fighters for him to make me an art piece. So he hand painted Mike Tyson, Crawford, and Roy Jones. So I have them on the top of my wall in the gym. So it's a very nice piece of artwork.
Nice.
Yeah. Can't go wrong there for sure. That's pretty dope there. Hey, yeah, tell us about that gym. What's the name of it? Yeah, I know it's in Costa Rica. What's the name?
This is the logo over here. It is called Titan Training. So yeah, my nickname is it's Titan, the Titan. So yeah, I open up a gym over here called Titan Training. We train mostly boxing, but also a little bit of conditioning and a little bit of everything, right? A little bit of yoga as well. So yeah, it's a brand new business. It's like 3 months old. So we are still growing, still learning and developing as well.
Okay, and it may be obvious, but do you kind of wear the training hat as well, where you're in there working with some of these newbies who are trying to learn the sport?
Right. So usually, yeah, I wear the hat when I'm doing my walk-offs to the ring and when I'm training people. But yeah, sometimes I just take it off and train without it. But yeah, I usually use it when I'm training.
Awesome. No, that's good stuff right there. Again, we're here with Sebastián Berrocal. We appreciate everyone who's dropped by. Shout out to the Bud Files who dropped in. Appreciate you. Shout out to Flawless Mentality, who's in the mix here as well, who's dropped by showing some love. Everybody's sending their regards to him. We have Sebastián Berrocal. He is a Costa Rican cruiserweight, and the cruiserweight division, hey, it's one that always has talent there. You know what I'm saying? It's seen a slew of talent, and sometimes you can get some unknown individuals that'll rise from the crop of those cruiserweights. And we see that, of course, Alexander Usyk right now, he started there at cruiserweight, and he's the man now at heavyweight. You've already kind of tasted the waters there, I would say. But, hey, cruiserweight, a lot of opportunity there for sure. And so this 200-pound limit, do you feel like that's like your comfortable space right there, kind of being in that range somewhere there? Because, of course, if you make that jump to heavyweight, then you are dealing with bigger guys. Right. And that is a handful. Since you fought an opponent that was 257, you were 203, you know what I'm saying? So interesting, right?
Yeah, it's I feel pretty comfortable at this weight, but it's definitely like that limit between going into heavyweight where things are pretty different. They are one hit can change it all. In cruiserweight, it can also change in one hit, but in heavyweight, it's just a matter of one hit, and it can all go down. So yeah, it's a little bit of a. Sometimes you just got to take a chance, and I took a chance and tasted the waters, as you said, in heavyweight. It all went amazing for me, but I think I will stick to 185, 200, 205. I will probably most definitely going to be sticking to cruiserweight. I don't really think I'm going to be a heavyweight anytime soon. Probably later on my boxing career, but right now I'm sticking to cruiser.
I had a question about like commerce and stuff like that in Costa Rica. How difficult is it let me rephrase it this way. Are you able to easily get support from the people of Costa Rica as far as like sponsorship opportunities in order for you to do what you need to in order to go fight?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you over here. It's pretty difficult for any athlete to make it out if it's not in soccer. Costa Rica is known. Well, it is not known for its soccer, but it is where it is the most highlighted at. So yeah, if you're not a soccer player, just don't even think about sponsorship. Sometimes
Yeah.
up until you're making it right. So for me it was not that way, thankfully, because a lot of network that I had before my pro debut and before my fights and everything, a lot of friends and people supporting me with their brands and their even putting money for me to make it into fights and
Right.
for my debut as well. So yeah, it is kind of hard. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
I don't mean to cut you off, but can we explain to the audience? See, the thing is, you're in Costa Rica, and in the States, there's a big difference in the business of boxing. And the big difference is a lot of fighters in Costa Rica, they got to have a team backing them and have and be invested. You're not going to make big money like you're here. You're going to make a purse out here in the States. It's more of your team investing in you to.
Right.
It's more the promotions making the money versus the fighter. So.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's a big deal with that, man. And here in the States, there's we got matchmakers looking for someone to go 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 4,000-5,000, all day, and it's the opposite. It's reverse where these fighters are paying the 4 or 5. Their team is paying just to get them a fight. So
right, so it is pretty hard over here because usually, well, with my first 2 fights. It was pretty much out of honor and for me to make my pro debut because I didn't really have like a purse for those fights. Like it was just for my record, right? So I understand it was just for my investment for me to start building my boxing career. Then on my 3rd and 4th fight, I started having a side manager who is the owner of some of the brands that are sponsoring me. So he is putting in pretty much all the money right now for me to make my match my opponent, to make my fights and flight tickets and everything that comes with the investment of making a fight, and such as a debut for me. From Costa Rica to the U.S., right? As in the U.S., sometimes it is a little bit easier, and you get bigger paychecks on the business for the same rounds and in bigger events as well and bigger exposure. So yeah, it is definitely different. It is a little bit hard here. Yeah.
It's the opposite. A lot of people don't understand that, but and we're talking international boxing tonight, guys. We got we got guys in the Philippines. It's the same deal with them.
Yeah,
right.
They're at the top level. The Japanese like to keep them in their area. So
actually, a lot of talent they don't really want to jump into the pros because they are still fighting at the amateurs because they have short fights per se. So they know they're going to fight in the upcoming tournaments, but if they turn pro, they don't know when they're going to fight because someone needs to invest in them. So it's a matter of, does a promoter want to invest in me right now, or am I going to fight like once a year, twice a year? So they don't want to stop fighting and training. So yeah, a lot of talent is wasted because they want to keep on being active, at least on the amateurs, right?
Man, this is very important that we're actually getting this this perspective because I mean we can look at the market right now. There's a really large name out there, Clarissa Shields, right? Where is where are the opportunities at? What else could you ask for a person to do? Like you've done everything. It's like the opportunities seem to come a little easier for other people. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, I think I'm grateful that you guys, make it to where you need to get to, and we just want to figure out how we can support.
Right. No, I really appreciate it. It's for a lot of people over here in Costa Rica, they are trying to figure out how to make their way into bigger leagues of boxing, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm knocking on doors and trying to make connections for Costa Ricans to get to the big leagues. I don't want to be like the only one over here, because I know there's a lot of people behind me that they are just as talented or even more talented than me. So I know they would make great in the pro leagues. So just as David Jimenez, just as Medallita, he was just an unknown Costa Rican fighter that out of nowhere came and started like making his big way into the leagues, and now he's an defending interim world champion, making his way into the unification of the title, and he's gonna make it big. I know he's gonna make it.
Man, Pro Box could do like a Caribbean tournament, to be, if we're being honest. I mean, that's really who they be having fighting anyways. They should do like a Caribbean tournament and include Costa Rica, man. That'd be something. I'd be trying to work with them.
Definitely, yeah. I'm sure you will find a lot of talent from Costa Rica. I can definitely assure you that.
Raheem goes down there too. He was telling me, man, that there's
yeah.
You know,
He was right.
He's got the connection.
Right. Raheem be down there picking out leather.
Yeah. Hey, you mentioned Pro Se debut, or your debut was in Pro Se, and the U.S. debut will be in Pro Se gloves. Okay.
That is right. Pro Se, it's for me, has been since day one. They've been supporting me a lot. As he was saying, he was on my corner on my pro debut. He was on my walkout to the ring on my pro debut. I was all Pro Se, like the top, the trunks, the boots, the gloves, everything was Pro Se. So it was really an honor for me to be the first Pro Se fighter per se that comes fully in a Pro Se costume and from Costa Rica. So it was really an honor for me to work with him. And now that he helped me make connections for me to make my U.S. debut, he's also going to be honoring me with having my Pro Se gloves for my U.S. debut. So yeah, I'm pretty thankful for that.
Okay, we got a Filipino that we sponsor on the show, and he just had his fight in Pro Se gloves too out there in the Philippines. So I know he's been real proud of the international, man. He always brings you guys the Costa Rica, now he got the Philippines.
Right. We got our team from Hermosa. They all use Pro Se. Those guys are also very talented, and they all wear Pro Se on their fights.
And Pro Se gloves, people been getting a lot of stoppages has been popping up with the Pro Se gloves. Raheem, what you did, Raheem?
See you out there.
I got a whole box, a shipment of gloves the other day. So if you guys are in Albuquerque, you need some gloves, hit me up. I got different kinds.
I heard that. Got workers got them. Need a plug for the gloves.
Got them on deck here in Albuquerque if you guys need gloves.
No, that's good stuff, though. So once again, we're here with Sebastián Berrocal. Appreciate everyone who's dropped by. We're talking to Sebastián Berrocal, cruiserweight out of Costa Rica. Shout out to Luis, who dropped in, shared a comment there. Sent his love, said you described yourself, Sebas. Ever since we shared moments, not only hanging out, but also training jiu-jitsu, you shown humbleness and commitment to be the Titan you are today. If to the fight, yes, got it. So for sure, hey, much respect there to you. So people respecting what you're doing out there, Sebastián. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. It's I'm really proud. My hard work is noticing now, and it's opening doors for me. And as I said, hopefully for other people too.
Oh, yes, sir. Shout out to my guy, Dan the Man, up in the building. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Appreciate you, Bruce. Thanks for dropping by there, buddy. Be sure to go check them out, folks. Shout out to Gray Fox as well. We had a comment from Picasso. He said he was planning to go to Costa Rica about 2 years ago, but they had a bunch of seaweed washed up on the beach. Asked him, did they fix that issue? And he asked if it was safe for travel.
Right. Yeah, it is safe for travel over here. It was most definitely the rainy season.
Oh,
so, yeah. You just got to make sure it's not raining before you get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Picasso said he ain't coming back either.
Picasso said, "Do you see Big Baby Miller down there in Central America?"
Yeah, I know Big Baby.
Honestly, not really. Like, I mean, it's we don't really have like a lot of boxing events in Panama. They do in Nicaragua. They do, but in Costa Rica, most of the boxing events happen like I don't know, maybe once every 4 or 5 months. So yeah, that's why it's a little bit slow over here. If you want to get a space in a boxing event, sometimes you even got to pay because there's a lot of people waiting to be called out and at a card. So yeah, sometimes it's a little bit slow over here.
Yeah. Well, I guess Big Baby Miller got caught in some inconspicuous doing some stuff in Costa Rica right there. You don't hang with him though, Sebastian. So hey, that's not over here. Right?
Was that when he was in the fight AJ or what? Remember? That was when Andy
Might have been.
I was.
I know that Andy Cruz fought with a Costa Rican from Libon. He's let me remember his name. I miss his name, but he was a heavyweight. He fought with him, and well, he got knocked out, unfortunately. But yeah, it was a big fight, and it was a big event as well. It was one of the first Costa Ricans to put the flag on the big leagues as well.
Okay, no, that's good stuff right there. Salute to you there, Moises says, "Saludos, Titan." Moises, appreciate you dropping. Moises Mata, appreciate you dropping by there, buddy.
Josh, it's really interesting. It's really interesting that a lot of countries are in their infancy as far as the sport of boxing goes. It's definitely, I think we definitely need to be getting it on record to see, like, you know, who are you guys as influences and things like that? Because in America, you know, people just tend to pick sides. So when we hear it fresh from the international community, it just confirms what we already know. Hey, we whooping, put belt to ass on from the continent, from this here continent, we put belt to ass.
Right. No, definitely like you all need to come over here to Costa Rica and you're gonna get to know the big boxing community we have over here.
Okay, good stuff. Picasso asked, I think it's two-pronged. He has a belt, so I'm assuming like you're aiming for one of those titles or something of that nature. Then he also asked, is MMA in the future? Since you train in that area, do some BJJ and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right. So a belt is definitely on the aim. I'm really, as I said, looking to make my weight up, and the belt would definitely put me on the spot for bigger fights, bigger places for me to fight and develop. So yeah, a belt is definitely on the eye. And right now, I don't really think MMA is on my plans, but probably on the future, maybe sometime. I trained Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while. I was a blue belt, and then I also did a little bit of judo, karate, Muay Thai, kickboxing. I've always been into the fight world, but I've always been best at boxing. So yeah, maybe sometime in the future I can jump back to train a little bit of mixed martial arts.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Outside of the fighting, what kind of hobbies do you have?
Right. So I'm actually I'm a chef as well. I don't really work as a chef, but I got my degree as in gastronomy, and yeah, I really like cooking, training. I have, as I said, a lot of dogs, so I'm always running, training with them, playing around with them, and yeah, I'm really into like doing things outside pretty much. So it's pretty easy for me where I live.
Man, did you say gastronomy?
Gastronomy, yeah.
Wow, good.
Yeah. I got my degree. It sounds more of something else, but it's pretty much. I'm a cook. I'm a chef. I'm a trained chef. So yeah, I got into culinary arts, and yeah, even though I didn't really look like it, I'm a really good cook.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, listen, man. I'm telling you, every time I go to the Caribbean.
So you have a leg up. Then you have a leg up from a nutrition standpoint, because I know some boxers that end up having to hire nutrition and all that stuff to keep themselves in that lane that they need to be weight wise. But I'd imagine, I guess you can kind of work it yourself. You put together your own plans, huh?
Definitely, and out of experience as well. Since I've been training since I've been so since I was like a kid, so I've always known my way of making my nutrition and my diets and everything, so I can make my weight cuts properly.
Okay, no, that's dope. That's definitely. And so do you know anything? So you're making your pro debut. It looks like it's going to be Tennessee. Tennessee. Have you been to the U.S. before?
Louisville, no, it's Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Oh, Kentucky. You know what? You're right. Kentucky. Louisville is in Kentucky. Home of Muhammad Ali, a.k.a. the Louisville Lip. But yeah, that being said, have you been to the U.S. before?
Yeah, I've been to the U.S. Actually, I have a family in Texas, but yeah, I've been mostly to Florida and Texas. But yeah. It's been a while, but yeah, I'm very happy to make my U.S. debut in such a great place as Louisville. So yeah, very happy about it.
I was gonna ask you, the name of the promotion has barbecue in it. Have you ever had any kind of barbecue like that?
Well, yeah, with my Texan family, yeah, but not yet.
I think they do dry rub. Dry rub's kind of like, it's no sauce. It's like it's a dry rub on the ribs, or it's like a seasoning instead of sauce. They put I don't know. You just gotta try it. It's good, bro.
Right. Definitely. Yeah.
Dry rubbing on the meat. Pause.
Louisville.
Yeah, they got different barbecues. So Texas is like barbecue sauce. It's and then over there
right. A lot of
more of a seasoning.
Yeah, smoke, cook. Yeah.
And I wanted to ask Sebastian, because I know you mentioned having your first amateur fight at 8 or whatever, getting started at that particular time frame. Hey, which is when you're at that age and limit that you can actually start to compete, because that's the way it is under USA Boxing as well. You have to be 8 before you can officially compete. Now, did you get introduced to the sport when you were younger? As far as, were you watching boxing on television, like anything of that nature?
Yeah. I was actually watching mostly, not really in television, but it was there was a boxing gym that opened pretty close to where I used to live when I was around that age. So I started gaining interest into it, and I went ahead and started watching their fights and going to their events and watching boxing on TV as well, and that's when I was actually captured by it. But yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. That's what's up right there. I was wondering, do you do any watching, or do you watch some of the stuff that goes on here modern times? I know you're watching you're doing your training and all this stuff, but are you current on sort of like some of the crop that is out there now? Do you watch the events as they happen?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm a very big boxing fan as well.
Okay.
I try to stay on top of most of the boxing events, but yeah, sometimes I can really make them all. But yeah, I'm a really big follower.
Well, what are your thoughts on Canelo versus Crawford? That's a hot topic.
Listen, that's a tough one, because Canelo is always going to be an inspiration for not only for like Latin American people, but for a lot of fighters are out there, and Crawford for me is one of the top. So yeah, it's gonna be a very good scrap, and I don't really want to say who I think is gonna win, because I don't want to get bad luck into it. But yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I can tell you.
Yeah.
Hey, Crawford looks like he's putting on the weight properly. I'm leaning Canelo. I've shared that before. I'm leaning Canelo, a slight bit leaning Canelo. But hey, Crawford, man, he's a dog and he's different. So you never know.
Right. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe he's got something that he's going to show us that he's got, I don't know, under his cart. We just got to wait and see.
Man, let's go, Crawford.
Yeah,
let's go.
yeah. It's kind of hard for me to say, but yeah.
Let's go, Bud.
Sebastian is keeping it neutral, folks. He's keeping it neutral right now. We'll see come fight night.
Canelo, man, I got Canelo.
You got to.
Yeah,
you got to ride with who you got to ride with. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool thing about us being who we are. We pick who we pick, and that's who we ride.
It might be a draw. It might be a draw, bro. Like the Pacquiao fight.
You never know.
I really hope it's not a draw. To be honest with you, I hope it's not.
It might be. The audience might be in dead silence because what if Canelo don't get off at all? They will be boo.
Right. I looked up the tickets last night, and there's still some floor seats left, not a ton, but man, I saw one. It was like $10,200 and some change. Like, oh my goodness!
But my logic is like no disrespect. Crawford's the man. I was going for Spence, when it was going down. I'm from West Texas originally. I'm from El Paso, so I was riding with Spence, the Texas fighter, but. I got respect for him, but the thing is, bro, we went through this with Jermell, bro. He jumped up 2 weight classes. We had a lot of believers in Jermell, right? A lot of people believed in Jermell.
Right.
Yeah. Watch this be the same thing. And Jermell was undisputed too. So,
man, listen. The temperature on the Charlos was probably medium rare, and we need stuff to at least be done. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro.
There were a lot of
it wasn't man, and
it was 2 weight class. Same thing, 2 weight classes.
Not riding with Jermell Charlo like that. We knew Jamal Charlo would have been the one to do it if he could, not Mel.
Jermell should have never.
As a matter of fact,
there was a lot of believers. Maybe not you, but there was a lot.
There were believers.
Jamel ran from the same dude that's getting ready to fight Canelo right now. Jamel ran from Bud. He should have fought Bud for undisputed at 154, but he ran, and now Bud gonna have to go clean up his trash. You feel me? We want to putting the women and children to bed early that night, fam. I promise you. Let's go, Bud.
Yeah, it's probably going to be quite a long night. It's going to be on the nerves. Everyone's going to be on the top of the nerves.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. But no, that's good stuff.
That fight could be just like the one we had last night with yeah, that was a hell of a fight.
It was.
That Bud fight could be just like that. I could see it going down like that. Except for Bud get his hand raised.
Duarte Sims, damn good fight. Yeah.
Damn good fight. Did you see that fight, Sebastian? Did you watch that Jojo Diaz fight last night?
Yeah. I try to stay on top of most of the boxing events. So yeah, I was watching it, but unfortunately, I've been so tired, and since I've been training and everything, I fell asleep. So I ended up watching the highlights. So yeah,
highlights of it, sick. They're sick. I have them on my page right now, bro. They're dope, man. It was a good fight.
That's the good thing that at the end of the day, you get to watch all the highlights all over social media, and that's you always get to be on top of everything. It's not really hard.
Yeah,
if you follow this page right here, the minute that victory happens, if it happens, it's gonna be on our page like within a minute, definitely. Bro. You can go find it on the page.
Definitely,
so our main page is moboxing.com. Yeah, man, and 86 definitely. Is a historian. If you ever want to learn like history, bro, like really educate yourself and listen to some badass stories, kind of like if you're watching Netflix at home. Check out 86 Boxing's channel. He does cartoons with about boxing history. It goes late 1800s, early 1900s. He goes way back. He puts a face to the fighter. You know what I mean? If they don't, I mean, he does a lot of research on his stuff. So
right. So I'm gonna make sure I check it. I always get my inspiration before my fights, so I'm gonna definitely get it from there.
Oh yeah, hey, no, appreciate it. Salute that to your Skywalker. But yeah, hey, sometimes with the you can look back to history and see some fighters who've paved the way, and you might not take everything from them, maybe some things, or at least you get that view and understand what it was like as they were going through that process. It helps ease the mind there in terms of just kind of staying level in this game we call boxing, which is a dangerous game. And with that in mind, like from a mental health standpoint, I think it may have been asked, do you have like hobbies, things you do on the outside that kind of are your muse?
Yeah, definitely. I do a lot of cryotherapy. I do a lot of ice baths, and I like not only for boxing training purposes, but I like to take long runs and hiking and trail running and stuff like that because I really like to switch up my training. And also for my mental health, I live in a place where I can get really in touch with nature most of the time. So that's what I try to do on my daily basis, working in an office or working in front of a computer for 8 hours straight, 9 hours, 10 hours. It tends to be a little stressing sometimes. And yeah, that tends to be a good way for me to get out of that.
Okay. Well, no, that's good stuff right there. Hey, you always got to have that in check.
Yeah, man. Costa Rica has one of them landscapes that you can just go and get lost in. Just lost in nature.
Nice. Right.
Oh, yeah. So, no, Picasso, it's Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky, yeah.
Not Texas. Nobody ever heard of Louisville, Texas?
I have. I know where Louisville is.
There's a Louisville, Arkansas. You know that, Ernest? There's a Louisville, Arkansas.
Yeah. Louisville, Texas is just north of Dallas. It's North Dallas.
Okay. I've been out there in Dallas.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
I went to school down there.
No, but that's what's up. Okay. Sebastián Berrocal, cruiserweight, Costa Rica, holding it down. He's going to be fighting on what date is that? The 9th. So that's coming up. He's taking on Chris Bidditt. It's going to be in Louisville. So, man, hey, certainly looking forward to that. Now, you're on social media and all that stuff, Sebastian, right? What is your IG name and any of the other stuff you have?
So it is S. Berrocal, my last name, CR.
I'm going to put in the chat too, real quick.
Yeah, let me.
Berrocal, CR. Okay.
So it is S, then my last name, and then CR. S. Berrocal, CR.
Okay, I think I got that right. S. Berrocal, CR. All right. Yeah, we're good with that. So you're on IG. You have a YouTube channel or anything of that nature?
No, I don't really have a YouTube. I was actually planning on opening one now that I'm making my U.S. debut and everything. It's a good process for me to film. I've been taking a lot of videos, taking a lot of pictures because it's really been quite the process. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be opening one soon.
All right, good to go. And are you excited? You're going to be making the U.S. debut. Like the fans might be on the other guy's side or something, just based on him being U.S. or something of that nature. But how you feel? You excited about it?
Right, I'm very excited. Everyone has been very very good to me for me to make my debut. Everyone has been very friendly. So it's I don't really feel a difference fighting here than fighting out there. It's of course. Much more into my shoulders, a heavier weight into my shoulders, but in a good way because I know right now I'm going to be on a bigger spot. So I'm ready to put on a show, and I'm ready. I'm pretty much ready. Can't wait for tonight for me to put on a show.
Okay. No, just I see you out there, Picasso, Fort Knox, Louisville, Kentucky, where you did your basic.
Yeah, we're all military vets. Sebastian, I'm Army. Josh is Marines, and Ernest is Air Force. Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna get the full gamut here at some point. We're gonna have all the branches up in this thing, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
And we're all the same theater, Iraq, Afghanistan, all that. You know what I mean? Korea,
right. Right. So we all have similar backgrounds as well.
Yeah, we've been in the same countries. I've never been to Costa Rica, man, but I've been all over Asia and Middle East and stuff like that.
Nice. You're very welcome to get to Costa Rica. As I said, you all have a place to get here.
I'm Mexican, bro. I'm a white Mexican, bro. I'm from my family's from Cuauhtémoc, Chihuahua. And,
for real?
Is it the same kind of culture in Costa Rica as far as the food and everything like that, like a Mexican culture? How would you compare it?
Sort of a mix-up because we get a lot of mixes from mostly sort of Mexican-like food. It is pretty similar. We also got right. Pretty colorful food. We also got the Caribbean. Yeah. Then we also got the Caribbean type of food. It's pretty good.
So, listen, Skywalker.
We got tacos al pastor. Tacos al pastor got pineapple, man, and it's but that came from from the Arabs. The Arabs coming to Mexico.
Listen, hold up a second, Skywalker. It's something you don't know about this here Western Hemisphere that we live on. There's these brown people that happen to inhabit this Western Hemisphere, and everywhere you should go, where you should take something and put it in your mouth and eat, you're gonna get flavor, fam. Period. End of story. The only where you might not go somewhere and get some flavor at is if you go towards the north and the east. That's where you get flavorless food at. But anywhere in the Caribbean, you just hang it up.
Right. The top cuisine in Costa Rica is definitely the Caribbean.
It's different, yeah. We're more land-based, man. We have no ocean.
Shit.
I didn't know that ocean. I'm not gonna lie, most of the tourists that get to Costa Rica, they are looking for the Caribbean. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna put it on it's on the radar. San Jose, Costa Rica.
I would say go to the Caribbean. Go to the Caribbean. You can also get to San Jose, but if you want to get the best food, go to the Caribbean.
Oh yeah. I'm coming to Costa Rica. Costa Rica. I'm gonna make it happen. It's on the radar. Gonna hit you up, Sebastian. Work out some things.
Skywalker, Josh, you already know. Like I said, we just got back from Curacao in June. So.
Oh yeah.
We trying. I'm trying to see something.
Oh yeah. Picasso says, "Man, talk about them."
I see.
All right, no, that's good stuff right there. Sebastián Berrocal, folks. I mean, cruiserweight holding it down from Costa Rica, getting ready to make his USA debut. I was looking at the thing. I wonder if it'll be streamed live somewhere. You know if that's the case there, Sebastian?
Yeah, I was actually trying to get the streaming links and everything, but I'm gonna make sure I get them to you before the 9th. So I'm not really sure yet which links they're gonna be using, but I know it's definitely gonna be streamed for sure.
All right, definitely let us know because we're gonna check that out.
Sure.
BXNGTV. They've been doing lately. The smaller promotions been using BXNGTV, and they've been using Millions.co a lot. Like those are like the two main ones that have been throwing a lot of the smaller promotions. Been using them. Right. So I'll keep an eye on it. And sometimes you never know. Some of these promoters got websites where they got their own service. You know what I mean? So
right, definitely. First time fighting with these promotions, so hopefully it's going to be a big event. It's going to be streamed by the right people. So yeah, I'm really making. I'm just looking forward to it.
All right, no, that's good stuff right there. Hey, we're looking forward to it as well. There, Sebastián Berrocal, folks, Costa Rica holding it down. Cruiserweight division, which is always tight with talent right there. So we're definitely looking forward to you doing your thing there, Sebastian. Any shout outs you want to do, sponsors, anything of that nature here?
Definitely, yeah. Thank you, first to all my sponsors, Oppo, Mundo Celular, Keys Makeup, Barberstone, Blackstone, all the people that is working behind me, my manager and everyone that has been making the way up with me. I have a small team, but a very solid team that has been dreaming with me and making it happen. So shout out to all the people that is behind this with me, and shout out to my wife who's watching right now, and she's my loyal corner. She's always on my fights, and she's always going to be there. So yeah, shout out to her as well.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's good stuff right there. Sebastián Berrocal, folks. S Berrocal CR on Instagram at S Berrocal CR. We appreciate you being here, Sebastian. Of course, the collective group. Hey, we're happy to be here. We appreciate everyone who tuned in. Be on standby. We may come back. You never know. So we will catch up with you though, regardless of such. So thank you all. And certainly enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you a lot. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right.